crafted and prepared for integration into the aircraft. In Hamburg, Germany, the luxurious cabin interiors of the A380 are installed, ensuring the ultimate comfort for passengers. Finally, back in Toulouse, each A380 undergoes rigorous testing and quality checks to ensure it meets the highest standards of safety and performance. And with that, another Airbus A380 is ready to take to the skies, connecting people and cultures around the world. Let's dive deep into the video. Welcome to our comprehensive exploration into the production of the Airbus A380, the world's largest passenger airliner. In this series, we'll take you through the entire production process, from the initial design and planning stages to the final delivery of the aircraft to airlines. But first, let's delve deeper into understanding the Airbus A380. The Airbus A380 is a marvel of modern aviation, first conceived in the 1980s but developed as a program on the 19th of December 2000. It was designed to revolutionize long-haul travel and compete with Boeing's long-haul aircraft. With its double-deck layout, it can carry more than 800 passengers in a typical two-class configuration and up to 853 passengers in a full economy class configuration, making it an attractive option for airlines looking to maximize their passenger capacity. But the Airbus A380 isn't just about size, it's also about innovation. Its advanced wing design, made from lightweight composite materials, allows for greater fuel efficiency, reducing CO2 emissions per passenger. Its passenger comfort features, such as quieter cabins, wider seats, and more legroom, set new standards in the aviation industry. It also boasts of advanced entertainment systems and connectivity options for passengers. The Airbus A380 has had a significant impact on the aviation industry. It has influenced airport design, with airports around the world having to upgrade their facilities to accommodate its size. It has also changed the way airlines think about long-haul travel, with many choosing to use the A380 on their busiest and most profitable routes. So why did Airbus decide to develop the A380? The main reason was to meet the growing demand for air travel. With passenger numbers predicted to double every 15 years, Airbus saw a need for a larger, more efficient aircraft. The A380 was designed to alleviate congestion at busy airports by carrying more passengers per flight and thus reducing the number of flights needed. In the following chapters, we'll take a closer look at the production process of the Airbus A380. We'll visit the various production sites across Europe, see how the different parts of the aircraft are assembled, and learn about the rigorous testing procedures that each aircraft undergoes before it's ready for commercial use. We'll also discuss the challenges faced during the production process and how Airbus overcame them. So stay tuned as we embark on this fascinating journey into the world of Airbus A380 production. If you're enjoying this journey so far, please hit the subscribe button below. By subscribing, you'll be notified as soon as we release videos like this. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to receive notifications directly. Your support helps us continue to bring you in-depth and comprehensive content. and we appreciate every like, share, and comment. If you have any questions or thoughts about what we've covered so far, or if there's something specific you'd like us to address in the upcoming videos, please let us know in the comments section. Stay tuned for the next chapter, where we'll dive into the design and planning phase of the Airbus A380. This is where the initial concept was born, and where the blueprint for the world's largest passenger airliner was created. The initial concept for the Airbus A380, known then as the A3XX by Airbus in 1994, was to create an aircraft that could compete with Boeing's monopoly on the long-haul market. Airbus wanted to create an aircraft that was not only larger, but also more efficient and comfortable for passengers. The design process for the Airbus A380 was a complex one. It involved thousands of engineers from across Europe and took several years to complete. The design team had to consider a range of factors, from the aerodynamics of the aircraft to the comfort of the passengers. They used advanced computer modeling techniques to create a virtual prototype of the aircraft, which was then tested and refined until they had a design that met all their criteria. One of the key aspects of the design was the choice of materials. The Airbus A380 is made from a mix of advanced materials designed to reduce weight and increase fuel efficiency. This includes lightweight aluminum alloys, carbon fiber reinforced plastic, and glare, a unique material made from layers of aluminum and glass fibers. Planning for the production of the Airbus A380 was another major task. With parts being manufactured in different locations across Europe, logistics was a significant challenge. Airbus had to coordinate the production and transportation of parts to the final assembly line in Toulouse, France. This involved transporting large sections by sea, road, and air, using specially designed ships, trucks, and the Beluga transport aircraft. The design and planning phase was not without its challenges. The size and complexity of the Airbus A380 meant that Airbus had to overcome numerous technical and logistical hurdles. But with innovative solutions, such as the use of virtual reality in the design process and the creation of a dedicated transportation network, Airbus was able to bring the vision of the A380 to life. In the next chapter, we'll take a closer look at the manufacturing and assembly process of the Airbus A380. We'll see how the various parts are made and how they come together to form the world's largest passenger airliner. So, stay tuned as we continue our journey into the world of Airbus A380 production. This is where the design comes to life, and the various parts of the Airbus A380 start to take shape. The manufacturing process of the Airbus A380 is a truly international effort. Parts of the aircraft are produced in various sites across Europe. The wings are manufactured in Broughton, UK, while the fuselage sections are made in Hamburg, Germany, and Saint-Nazaire, France. The tail fin is produced in Stade, Germany, and the horizontal tailplane in Getafe, Spain. Each of these parts is then transported to the final assembly line in Toulouse, France. This is no small feat given the size of the parts. Airbus uses a combination of sea, road, and air transport to move the parts from the production sites to Toulouse. The larger sections are transported by the specially designed Beluga transport aircraft, one of the most voluminous cargo carriers in the world. Once all the parts have arrived in Toulouse, the assembly process begins. This takes place in a specially designed hangar, large enough to accommodate the size of the A380. The process starts with the joining of the fuselage sections, followed by the fitting of the wings. The tail fin and horizontal tailplane are then attached, and the aircraft starts to take shape. The next stage is the fitting out of the interior. This includes the installation of the seating, the galleys, and the lavatories, as well as the wiring for the in-flight entertainment system. Once the interior is complete, the aircraft is painted in the airline's livery. The final stage is the installation of the engines. The Airbus A380 uses 4 Rolls-Royce Trent 900 or Engine Alliance GP7000 engines, depending on the airline's preference. Once the engines are fitted, the aircraft is ready for testing. The manufacturing and assembly process of the Airbus A380 is a testament to the power of international collaboration and logistical planning. In the next chapter, we'll delve into the rigorous testing procedures that each aircraft undergoes before it's ready for commercial use. So stay tuned as we continue our journey into the world of Airbus A380 production. This is a critical phase in the production process, ensuring that each aircraft is safe, reliable, and ready to take to the skies. The testing process begins with ground tests. These tests are designed to check the structural integrity of the aircraft and its systems. This includes static tests, where the aircraft is subjected to loads and stresses that it would experience during flight, and fatigue tests, where the aircraft is subjected to repeated stresses to simulate the effects of many years of operation. Next comes the flight tests. These are conducted by Airbus's team of test pilots and involve a series of maneuvers to test the aircraft's performance and handling. The aircraft is pushed to its limits, with tests including high-speed runs, steep climbs and descents, and tight turns. The flight tests also include a series of system checks, such as engine performance, navigation systems, and safety features. In parallel with the flight tests, the Airbus A380 also undergoes cabin tests. These tests are designed to ensure the comfort and safety of passengers. They include tests of the seating, the galleys, the lavatories, and the in-flight entertainment system. The cabin is also subjected to environmental tests, such as temperature and humidity tests, to ensure that it can provide a comfortable environment for passengers in all conditions. Once the Airbus A380 has passed all its tests, it moves on to the certification process. This is conducted by aviation authorities, such as the European Union Aviation Safety Agency and the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, in the United States. The certification process involves a review of the test results and an inspection of the aircraft. Only once the aircraft has been certified can it be delivered to the airline. The testing and certification process of the Airbus A380 is a testament to the commitment to safety and quality in the aviation industry. In the next chapter, we'll delve into the final stages of the production process, including the delivery of the aircraft to the airline and the entry into service. So, stay tuned as we continue our journey into the world of Airbus A380 production. The delivery process begins once the Airbus A380 has been certified. The aircraft is prepared for delivery at the Airbus Delivery Center in Toulouse, France. Here, the aircraft is given a final inspection by the airline's technical team. Once the airline is satisfied, the delivery ceremony takes place. This is a significant event, often attended by representatives from the airline, Airbus, and the media. Once the Airbus A380 has been delivered, it's ready for its first commercial flight. But the relationship between Airbus and the airline doesn't end there. Airbus provides a comprehensive after-sales service to support the operation of the aircraft. This includes maintenance and repair services. Airbus provides airlines with detailed maintenance manuals and also offers training for maintenance personnel. In addition, Airbus has a global network of service centers that can provide repair services and supply spare parts. Airbus also provides training for pilots and crew. This includes simulator training for pilots, where they can practice flying the Airbus A380 in a range of conditions. Cabin crew also receive training on the features of the aircraft and how to operate the cabin systems. Finally, when an Airbus A380 reaches the end of its service life, Airbus provides support for the decommissioning and recycling of the aircraft. This includes the safe disposal of materials and the recycling of parts that can be reused. The delivery and after-sales service process of the Airbus A380 is a testament to the long-term commitment that Airbus makes to its customers. From the moment an Airbus A380 is delivered to the moment it's retired, Airbus is there to support the airline and ensure that the aircraft provides reliable, efficient service. And that concludes our comprehensive exploration of the Airbus A380. From the initial design and planning stages to the final delivery and after-sales service, we've seen how this remarkable aircraft is brought to life. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of Airbus A380 production. As we close the book on our comprehensive exploration of the Airbus A380, we hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as we have. From the drawing board to the skies, the story of the Airbus A380 is a testament to human ingenuity and the power of international collaboration. If you've enjoyed this series and would like to stay updated on our future explorations into the world of aviation and beyond, please hit the subscribe button below. Don't forget to also click the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we release a new video. Your support helps us continue to bring you in-depth and comprehensive content, and we appreciate every like, share, and comment. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future videos, please let us know in the comments section. Thank you for joining us on this journey at Flight Realities, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, safe travels and blue skies.
Collected my boarding pass. It took a lot of while to do that. Hello once again and welcome to Flight Realities. Today we will be flying a Boeing 737-36Q Air fleet belonging to Max Air, and the aircraft will be taking us from Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport all the way to International Airport Yola. And while on this trip, I'll be taking you through the nitty-gritties of what experiences it is or how it is to fly the Max Air fleet. So while on this, feel free to grab a popcorn and a glass of juice. Stay with us, feel free, and don't go anywhere. Thank you. So, hello, good day, viewers. My name is Joseph Kabulu, and you're welcome back to Flight Realities. Today, I'll be taking a journey from Abuja straight to Yola, and my flight is by 4 p.m. And then, of course, walk you through what it is like, traveling with one of the airlines. And the airline I'll be traveling today is Max Air. And just so recently, Max Air had, some mishap in terms of operations and in terms of maintenance, where they even had, a deflation in tires at the runway during landing in one of their trips to Yola. I'll be showing you what it is like here in Africa, and of course, I'll be giving you the first-hand um, experience on what it is, some of the internal issues within aviation. And by extension, I'll be doing this in other countries. Maybe from Nigeria, I'll be transiting to Kenya, to Ghana, South Africa. Of course, this will come later on in some of my work plan for the vlog travel plans I have within the year and beyond. But I think we're starting here in Nigeria, and then we'll be taking a look at what Max Air has to offer. And at the end of the day, I will give you my view about what I think about the travel experience and what it is I notice, and of course, if possible, throw out one or two recommendations out there. And of course, this is where I'll also be needing you, my aviation enthusiasts, to also be part of that reflections. And of course, we can help shaping the aviation industry in the whole world. So join me as I take this journey. I think I just have to prepare around before taking my trip to the airport. See you there. So I'm already on my way to the airport. I booked an Uber and I'm waiting for the Uber to get here. And today's 1st August, and it seems that protesters are protesting about the situation of the country, and there has been a lot of lockdown. There's been a lot of roadblocks, and I saw security men, police, and military. This is protest, please. Nigeria, please. It's already bad. Don't make it bad. We already have, even you, the uniformed men, you are affected. So why block the protesters, right? Take example of what happened in Venezuela, where it just took only one policewoman to, show solidarity with the protesters, and every other police personnel joined in to that protest. Please, Nigeria, let's get to learn about this, right? So while I wait for my Uber, I'll keep you updated on how the movement to my trip to Yola is, and of course, I'll keep you posted. Thank you. So hello guys, you can see this protest is taking a massive turn, especially here in Abuja. We have a lot of youths on the streets. We're just praying this doesn't go violent, and they are taking over almost everywhere, and this is turning into something else. So there I was on August 1st, all set to board my flight. I had my bags packed, my camera gear ready, and the excitement of another adventure in the air. But life, as you know, has its own sense of humor. So I embarked on my way to the airport. My Uber came around and he took me, and we plied through the road to the airport. It was a 25 minutes drive to the airport, and while we were on our way, I had the opportunity to look at the sights and sounds of Abuja. And by the time we highlighted into the very roads that will take us down to the airport, I began to have the sense of feeling that, yeah, of course, today's flight is really going to be exciting. But as like I said, life, has its own plans for all of us all. So there I was, my adventure started. and I didn't even know about it. So we alighted into the Abuja airport, and then we made our way through the terminals where my Uber was meant to park in order not to attract 25,000 naira fine. So slowly but surely, I began to notice a lot of things around the airport. I discovered that the airport was sort of skanky, and I quickly attributed this to maybe it's the 1st August protest. So I came down from the Uber, and here we are, the Abuja International Airport, through Terminal D, which is of course the very terminal that we will be checking in, and that's where I'll be getting my boarding pass from. So the actual terminal I was meant to get my boarding pass from was Terminal B. So it was kind of, far from where my Uber dropped me. So I made my way to the security checkpoint. So while we're on this, please feel free to subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. And you can also place a like button, or you can also share your comment on the comment section. It's not really easy doing this, and we spend a lot of money doing that. My Patreon link is also below. You can also click it to support what we do. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the video. What about my phone? My phone? So guys, I just obtained my luggage, so I'm going to collect my boarding pass. Let's see how that goes. So I'm trying to locate Max Air. So as I approached the airline decks to get my boarding pass, this is where things began to dawn on me that something might have happened today. Max Air. Max Air. So I arrived at the airport eagerly anticipating the trip ahead, only to find out that my flight had been cancelled. Yes, you heard that right, cancelled. And the best part, no one thought it necessary to drop me an email, a text, or even a smoke signal. It wasn't until I was at the counter ready to collect my boarding pass that I was hit with the news. Hi guys, the other day my flight was cancelled. So I was supposed to update you guys on why that flight was cancelled, and what was the update later on. But I guess I don't have I couldn't get the opportunity to do that. Okay, so today, which is 7th of August, is like 6 days later. I am now back to this airport to see if I can actually make my flight. And it looks like today is a positive day, because consider the airport is busy, and I can see arrivals, I can see departures, and I dropped close to the international terminal, and now I am off to Terminal D. All right, Terminal B rather, where I'm expected to check in, get my boarding pass, and of course get to my flight, of course. So while we're on that, I'm on my way there. All right, thank you. So guys, I just collected my boarding pass. It took a lot of while to do that, but I won't fault the airline because they had network issues, and that network issues was what caused a lot of mishap. We had people who were traveling to Kano, Nigeria, who were already checking in and collecting their boarding pass. So this was some of the slowdown. So for My flight to Yola, eventually I think the flight time is by 3:40, or rather the check-in time is by 3:40. Means I'm going to stay some hours, maybe 2, 3, I guess. But one key thing I've noticed with the airline is particularly I feel they need to enhance their coordination, because while we were waiting to collect our boarding pass, we had people who were shunting the line. They were shunting the lines. We had airline staffs and who were coming, shunting the lines for other passengers. And then people who were already on the line waiting to collect their boarding pass had to wait, for all those favors to be carried out, which I feel is bad. So this is one little gap I discovered. And I think it would be sort of nice for the airlines to look into that and see how their activities in terms of coordination in collecting boarding pass and checking in needs to be well strengthened. So now I'm heading to the boarding room or the boarding area where I need to sit down. You can see the Max Air flight at my back, but this is not our flight. So I think I'll look for a comfortable place and then we'll discuss this a little bit. Why not? Let me get into the boarding area. So fast forward to August 7th. After mentally preparing myself for a repeat of the first, I approached the counter with cautious optimism. This time, however, luck was on my side. The flight was on, scheduled for 4:05 p.m. I was finally on my way to Yola. The plane, a Boeing 737-36Q, more than 20 years old but still kicking, was ready, and we were waiting for the arrival of the plane. We were, however, told that the plane was going to come from Maiduguri, Borno State, so we had to wait another 3 hours for the arrival. So I'm just waiting I've just already eaten, and now I'm trying to look at some of the views around me. So this is not a lunch actually, this is a place where you can come and relax and eat. And I did that. Maybe shortly I will also go back to the boarding area and sit to enjoy my meal. Why not, let's just have some sight of these planes that are parked down here. Now let's talk about the bed we'll be flying today to Yola with. This bed was manufactured on August 7th, 1999. This aircraft has seen it all, and I mean all. But hey, age is just a number, right? So my seat was 14F, a window seat. Of course, because if you're flying and you don't get a window seat, did you even fly? Let's just say I love window seats. Yeah, so you just saw the nature at which we have looked at some of the gaps for today, and of course making these flights through. I remember if you look at the sites for Azman Air, I think they were one of the best airlines in Nigeria, and particularly I think they were shut down for a short while, and now they just came back, and of course they have started operating, but I think it's just 2 routes for now. I'm not really sure. I saw Gombe and one other state like that. And Ibom here has just left. ValueJet has just left. Airpiece just arrived, but it's parked at my back. And we're waiting for Max Air to come by 3 or so. So the flight I'm embarking on today is a 55 minutes flight, depending on the speed. And I feel we'll be cruising around 28,000 feet above sea level, and of course The flight time will be 50 minutes after takeoff. So, with this in mind, we want to check critically some of the things. Is it safe to fly Max Air? Last 2 weeks, Max Air had an incident when they landed in Yola and they had a flat tire on the runway immediately they landed. And this is something that a lot of customers or passengers of that Max Air flight are still trying to recover from. I myself, when I booked my flight on that particular airline, I was skeptical because I was particularly looking at if this is something I want to do. But my experience today is not just an experience for whether or not it's safe to fly Max Air. I think it's an experience to look into their overall activity. I know Josh Cahill has once flied Max Air and they had good reviews on that. So look at this video like an update through that review on what is currently happening with Max Air and what recommendations can we give to Max Air to strengthen their services and of course to enhance customers' experience in terms of value. So these are some of the things that I feel is highly relevant and very important for us to look into. And this is something we want to be looking at. So I'll be dropping my Patreon link below so you can support what I do. And then you gain early access to any perks or even the backstage of these and other videos that I might not be able to post on YouTube, Facebook, and any other platform. So one quick notice, we just also opened our Facebook page and you can go there too as well and like. So and of course I know you're waiting for me to update you on what particularly happened on the 1st of August when I tried to embark on this trip. Ideally, I would have chosen another destination, but because of other itineraries I had already planned to do in Yola, I couldn't reroute my journey to maybe places like Maiduguri because they were already checking in and the airline staff on ground asked if I wanted rerouting. And I said no, I wouldn't be rerouting. I would rather go back to my hotel. And for one reason or the other, I didn't just get it filmed into the. I didn't get it filmed per se, you know. So, but I just went with the flow, and I guess I was somewhat disappointed. And they're already here for crying out loud, and the news I got, because that day was a protest day, why wouldn't they fly? So I was particularly pissed off, and I decided to just go back. And out of that feeling, I couldn't record or get anything. So, but here we are today. I strongly believe that this journey is something that will take place, and it's going to be a marvelous experience. So maybe from here it will just be to the body room, and then from there I'll take you through our walking through the flight, and then we experience the flight proper. Thank you. So hi guys, here am I. I'm still waiting for Max Air. We got a boarding announcement on the estimated arrival of Max Air from Maiduguri. I'm hoping that's the flight that will be, flying on today to Yola. And based on what is being captured on the boarding pass, we're supposed to take off from 3:40, and then maybe boarding was supposed to start at 2:55, and then takeoff time at 3:40. So here we are. This is almost 3:50, and Max Air has just demonstrated lateness. And I want to believe this could be a setback from their operational systems. So There are these guys. The the experience is already ongoing, and this is just an update to what Josh Cahill has done before. And of course, Josh Cahill is somebody I respect. I'm one of his biggest fans that we've never met, and hopefully one day maybe I would fly with him. Before then, this is just the Max Air experience. Every other flight, every other airline has been coming. Air Peace, most especially, Rano, Aero Contractor. These airlines have been consistent with their, flight. I just saw Egypt Air, or is it Air Egypt? Uh, you know, um, Taxiing off the ground, going towards the runway, about taking off to Egypt or so. And that is because from where I'm seated, I can sight the international terminal, and I'm seated at the domestic terminal B, um, specifically at the boarding pass area. So just do let me know what is your reflection on the comment section, and then we discuss better. Thank you. Yeah, so from where I just seated, I just sighted Max Air just coming in. Max Air is currently on ground, and let's see if this particular air fleet will be flying to Yola. If we are not being disappointed that it will be flown to, other places like Lagos or maybe Kano. So recently they are fond of doing that, but let's just see what happens today. I also didn't tell you I got a window seat, 14F, a little bit backward because I forgot to select my seat on time as at yesterday when I rescheduled my flight for today. So let's sit back and watch the trio. Don't go anywhere. So, guys, our flight is here, and it was not even announced on the PA. I just got lucky to understand that we are being called to come and, board. But any which way, it's fine. Let's get the experience. So finally, there she is, and she arrived, and we were called to board, and boarding started immediately. So guys, we're here already. We just boarded, and here we go. This is the experience. So just a little tour on the seat. So once seated, I obtained my window seat 14F, and of course I started checking out the configuration for the economic class. We had a few leg rooms, just to explore our food, and then we have, the safety manual in front of us, and then the cabin crew started getting prepared, just to ensure that everything is in check before taking off. And then we waited for other passengers to check in, and at the same time we also had some of the instruction from the flight crew to prepare us for the takeoff. So guys, this is where the experience actually started, and I was a kind of constrained, though I couldn't move because I had one other person sitting close to me who doesn't really look as if they would need any disturbance. So I just had to just take a brief look at the cabin, and then of course I tried to see what else I could explore while sitting down before we started taxiing off the ground down to the runway per se. So for me, takeoff is one of the key experience in terms of flight exploration, and this is where the experience started for me. So we started bidding Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport goodbye as we take off, and we made our way through 28,000 feet, and this is where the experience of the flight, kicked in for me as I began to enjoy the view behind me and even by the window. So I couldn't really get a closer look at what was actually, going on out there. So viewers, we are already at a cruising altitude of 28,000 feet, and the weather is predominantly nice, clear skies with turbulence. However, I think the weather is still favorable to fly. So as we move forward, maybe I'll keep updating you on how far we've gone and all that. Stay with us as you're enjoying the sights. Thank you. So once in the air, the service kicked in, and what was on the menu, you ask? Well, let me take you through the culinary delight that is economy class. So we had a muffin roll, a small juice, a single sweet, because crew will be too generous, and a bottle of water. Fine dining at 28,000 feet, folks. And for those wondering about the lavatory review, well, that's the thing. I couldn't do it because I was pretty much glued to my seat. And let's just say the elderly gentleman next to me wasn't exactly in the mood for a mid-flight shuffle. So I had to just, I just had to tread carefully, Now I know some of you aviation enthusiasts out there, like the legendary Josh Cahill, have done comprehensive review of Max Air before. So consider this an update, a fresh look at what's happening there in the skies concerning Max Air. And let me tell you, Max Air is holding its own, truly. And the crew was friendly anyway. The plane had that vintage charm, and the flight, well, it got me to Yola in one piece. So I'd call that a win. Then finally, we proceeded with our final descent into Yola at the Mars stage. So with this charming view, I've never seen this type of view closely, and one thing I was used to was coming from the other side of the runway, but this time around I got the opportunity to get a closer look at what it is. So Yola is a suburb town, and predominantly this is Jamaica. We were actually landing into the metropolitan area. So for us, or for me rather, I would say that this is a really beautiful view. So guys, we just highlighted, and right now I'm going towards the arrival segment of the airport, and so I know the question you want to ask now is my overall experience with the Max Air flights. Yeah, for the in-flight experience, it was really a smooth ride. Despite the weather, we still had a very smooth ride. I even slept off. But one thing, I was too constrained. I couldn't go get the new review. But in due time, I promised to do that, and I'll get that review for you guys next time. So, and of course, the meal service or the refreshment service was top notch. It was great for an economic class, and I think it was quite good. And of course, hospitality of the cabin crew. Yeah, they were always moving around, trying to see that things were okay and all that. So I'm just gonna give Max Air 4/5 rating. But there's room for improvement in terms of making the timelines, in terms of being prompt, and of course, they should strengthen their communication. And then the shunting of lines, I think they still need to do some training with their in-flight, their ground staffs at the airport who are coordinating, checking, and boarding, and all that. So for me, this is the Max Air experience. If you disagree with my review, or you had more to, if you want to share your experience, you can as well, do that on the comment section, and of course, do let me know what you think. So landing at Yola International Airport was smooth, and as I stepped off the plane, I couldn't help but reflect on the journey. It wasn't perfect, far from it, but it was real, and that's what we are all about here on Flight Realities. Real experiences, real reviews, and sometimes a real sense of humor to keep things light. So the question remains, would I fly Max Air again? Absolutely. But next time, I'll make sure to double check my email before I leave for the airport rather. So thanks for joining me on this journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this review, and stay tuned for more aviation adventures right here on Flight Realities. So until next time, keep your seatbelt fastened and your tray table in the upright position. Safe travels. Bye.
The modern jetliner is one of the most complex machines ever built. It represents a culmination of years of design and research, the cutting edge of engineering and technology, and a corporate gamble of epic proportions.
This is a big bet industry. You have to have an appetite for risk that makes it exciting. Getting it done is the hard thing.
It takes the best mind, it takes the most skilled workman anywhere, and it takes more money than you ever imagined.
Hello, aviation enthusiasts. Welcome back to Flight Realities. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us as we uncover the hidden truths and fascinating stories behind the skies. So today we're diving deep into the Dreamliner, Boeing's age of aerospace, and Boeing's bet on the future, which is a gamble that changed the aviation industry and what it means in today's turbulent times. So sit back as we unravel the mystery and the fascinating realities behind the story. Don't go anywhere. Thank you.
A new plane is both an extraordinarily exciting event and a really frightening event. It's big. Today's dollars, brand new airplane, the number could be 20, 25 billion dollars. Billion with a B.
We make huge bets on commercial airplanes where you have to invest a significant amount of money up front before recovering a dime. You have to make sure you have the right product and that you have customers that are going to pay for it. You know, all of that